Hey everybody, how's it going today? My name is Brad Smith. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I am a children's book illustrator and I've created over about 7 books, including one graphic novel, which was a lot of fun to do. Today we are going to be drawing Petey the Cat. I am very excited to draw that. He's from Dogman. He's the bad guy kind of in Dogman. So have you guys seen the movie yet? Let me know in the comments if you liked it. In the meantime, I'm going to teach you how to draw Dogman, Petey the Cat, how to see it in different shapes, and how to plan it out before we actually draw in all the details. And yeah, anyways, let's get started. Here we go. All right, let's get started with Petey the Cat. So this is Petey the Cat from Dogman. He is relatively simple because he has a circular head. How do you draw a circle? You draw with your shoulder. Don't draw with your wrist. Draw with your shoulder and don't move your wrist. Move it in a circular motion. You might have to try it a couple times. You can kind of ghost draw, which is like moving it around on top of your paper and then putting it down. That works pretty well too. So those are some helpful tips on how to do that. I am going to draw Petey's head probably about here. I hope you guys can see this okay. Let me check actually. Yeah, you can see it. So we'll start with that. And then he has a rectangular body and it comes right off of his circular head. Except I'm going to kind of curve his rectangle body just like this, just for a little bit. And then he has a rectangle arms here. He has a rectangle arm up here. And then let's give him a circle right here for a hand, because we are just plotting things out right now. There's another one and another one. And just for fun, we are going to add his tail about here. And this is just like a lightning bolt sort of thing. And he has these little pointy triangular ears. We're gonna draw them from the movie poster of Dogman. Just so you know, I am using that as a reference. But kind of mixing it up a little bit. There, I'm gonna start darkening just a little bit so you guys can see it better. I definitely recommend you guys draw lightly though. Okay, so now that we got this far, I want to make a rounded vertical line that's following the contour of the circle. So if I drew a bunch of lines on the circle to make it look 3D, that's what I would get. But I want to just draw this one. This establishes and tells me where he's looking. Also, this one tells me if his head is angled and where his eyes go. So remember, we're mapping it out before we actually draw it. So we're gonna draw his eyes, and they're just like Dogman's eyes, kind of these circular eyes here. And he has these dark, evil V lines for his eyebrows. And he has a circular, well, it's kind of circular, but it's a triangular nose as well because he is a cat. And then that comes down with this little line about here, and he has a mouth that starts off about here. The higher we go, the more like exaggerated it is. And his mouth kind of comes down around like this, kind of a sideways U for a little bit. Like that, sideways U. And then I'm going to draw it just a little bit differently, I think. His teeth come down here, and his teeth go all the way to the end, which is something I don't normally do, but we're going to do it for the sake of Dogman. And then I'm going to bring this U all the way up to here. And then his tongue is a upside down, well, it's kind of like a rainbow, I guess, the start of a rainbow. Let's color that in just for fun. We are almost done, believe it or not. So let's add some of his whisker freckles up here. They're in the shape of a triangle. They're like the points of the triangle. Just like that. He has a line right here on both of his eyes, just to show him being a little bit more evil. And now his arm, his hand, he has a U for a thumb right here. He has another U here, another U here, another U here. Trying to make it a little bit easier and not exact. And then this is his, like the palm of his hand. I'm going to darken this right now. It's because I really like what this is. And now what we're going to do is make lines like this, and we're going to start making his stripes. You guys ready? Cool, let's do it. So we're going to go like this. We're going to kind of make it into a circle, like a C shape, but by making zigzag lines. Points. All right, we have Petey the Cat. I don't know how that line got there. How do you guys do? I think we should color it. What do you guys think? So I had to stop halfway through this video, so I hope it actually, the lighting and the framing and everything looks the same. But so sorry about that if it's a little bit weird, but we're gonna go ahead and tap on the N, lower the opacity. If you were drawing on paper and pencil or your sketchbook at home, you have a couple different options. You can use a light box or like a light table and draw, like draw over your drawing. And so basically take another piece of paper, a clean piece of paper, put on top of your drawing, put it on the light box, and then you can see through it and draw over it. You can also just draw on top of your drawing, and that's okay too. Find like a Sharpie or a marker, anything like that, whatever your parents will let you use, and go ahead and draw over it. So if you're using an iPad with the Procreate, create a new layer, lower the opacity of the old one by hitting the N and lowering the opacity. I lower mine anywhere from like 12 to 18% or so. What we're gonna do is pick a black on there. I'm going to use this Oberon. I kind of like it a lot right now. And I might just be using that for a while now. I'm going to make it about a 3% sizing on my iPad. And then we're just going to draw over it. So here we go. We're going to just draw over it like this. Yeah. Here we go. We're going to keep drawing, keep drawing, keep drawing. I'm going to try to go quickly on this, so you guys don't have to wait for this video. I'm gonna move the ear just so it doesn't get in conflict and get in the way with this eyebrow right here. And I'm going to just keep going ahead and drawing. If you hear anything in the background, I'm sorry, my family is home as well. So you might hear the TV or something going on. Make that zigzag tail. And now what I want to do, I will actually make this a little bit bigger, roughly around the 8%, I think, and then make, oh, nope, never mind, not 8%, maybe about 5% and see what that looks like. I think I'm going to do that just for this video. And I'm going to make these zigzag lines with it, his stripes. I'm going to just do that pretty quick. Again, you take as much time as you need to do this. And now let's go ahead and make this smaller, roughly around the 3%. And let's make these dots, his freckles. And I forgot one thing, but we'll do it right at the end. Shouldn't have said I forgot. Remember, we're just drawing over the lines we did, or if you see a mistake while you're doing it, make a new one. It's okay. I'm going to do that line again. Sorry, guys. Benefit of using an iPad. I'm going to click and drag and drop that in. Auto fills it. I'm going to go down to about like a 1 or a 2 to make these lines for his teeth. And I forgot to do this part here, so I'll do that right now. All right, he looks like he's about done. The only thing that I want to do on this is I want to add his whiskers, and he has 3 whiskers over here like this, and in the movie, and I think even in the comic, he pulls out one of his whiskers for a reason. And so there he is. Let's go ahead and make a layer in between. If you're used to watching me, you'll know why. If not, then I color in between the sketch layer and the ink layer, so the ink layer is always on top. And then I will color him on the colored layer. This is the ink layer. If I were good, I'd be labeling, but I'm not. And let's just color him in real quick. For his tongue, and he is basically done. What I'm going to do is add another layer on top, click mask. I'm going to do some purple for some shadow, and we are going to tap the in and change our layer style to multiply. And I'm just going to add some slight shadow. This is going to be a harsher color. Let's see if that looks good. And we're just going to do it all on one side. Since I started shading on this side, I only want to shade on that side and not on this side, or I have some weird inconsistencies in my drawings. And in the movie poster, he's actually has this greenish highlight around him. And we can do that, at least in Procreate. You can do it just by adding some green around him on like maybe a colored pencil. But here I'm going to put it on overlay and go to a green. And then I'm going to shine it around here. And it's not going to be exactly green with this overlay. Still be fun to do though. Maybe I won't do this overlay. I'm going to probably turn off the overlay and see what it looks like. Let's turn it off and see what it looks like. Kind of like it off. And then, actually in between these two, I'm going to add a masking, and then I'm going to add this soft brush, which is just a standard brush. And because I have the clipping mask on, I can't draw over here, so I'm just going to draw lightly right. Turn this up just a bit. Draw just lightly here, and here, and here. Just tap just a little bit. We're going to lower the opacity a little bit. Let's put it on add. There, now he's glowing. And now our Petey is done. So you can add all these special effects, or you can eliminate it and just do something as easy as this or even this, and it still looks really good. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoy that. If you oh, before we forget, we have to sign it. So I'm gonna go back to my brush that I've been using, and we're gonna put on a low brush right here, and we're going to sign it. You gotta sign your pictures before you finish. Yeah, that's good enough. And then I like to add the date below it. Sign it so people know who did it. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this. I'm gonna blow it up really big for you so you guys can see. Hey guys, how'd you guys do? Did you do pretty well? Awesome. I want to see your drawings. That's right. Please send me your drawings. bradsmithdraws@gmail.com, or you can send it to me on Twitter or Instagram. Please follow me on there and send it to me, or have your parents do that. And I will be able to see it, and I will feature you on my stories on my Instagram. So please go ahead and do that. I can't wait to see it. I hope your drawing was good. If it's not, maybe it's not how you want it to be. Stop the video, rewind it, rewatch it again. Please like, subscribe, follow, ring the bell, whatever you got to do. And I will be making a bunch more videos for you guys. I'm so excited that you're here, and I'm so excited that you drew Dogman. Have a good day.